Hello and welcome back. In the last video we talked about what is this video tutorial going to offer. We're going to look at how to make a cool character design. And in this video we're going to start drawing from the reference. And the reason we do this is, I will get into it. I think we should just watch the process already. So you can see here that I have set Photoshop up in a way that I can have an image on top of another image. This is very easy just to drag it out. And I have a collage of all the reference photos that I found. And you can see that I'm already starting to draw. The first thing I'm going to do here is just to draw it roughly as I see it. I'm not going to spend time on construction and making a nice render with tones and all that kind of stuff. I'm just drawing the things that I feel is important. You can see this boot that I'm now drawing is mainly because I want to see how was boots back then. How was the top of them? They have kind of this nice design in some way, and I want to get that in my character. So I had the reference from the boots that I now can use to look at how I could make my own boots on my pirate. And the same thing goes for the hats. Now I'm trying to draw the Captain Sparrow hat. And in my opinion it's a cool hat. I think the pirate hats it's a must. You need a pirate hat. You really need it. You can see the most awesome Captain Jarrow drawing that I ever did. It's probably gonna be in a lot of museums when I die. Yeah, and I just moved on to a belt buckle. I mean, it's important to see how these things function and how you can make them realistic on your character as well. I'm trying to zoom in a bit because it's really hard to see the small swords. And the swords back then had a very cool design, I think. They had these sharp shapes, of course, and they had the round handle, which is a nice contrast because normally round things is cute and sharp things are dangerous. So in some way that's a very interesting design. I also have a lot of reference from Monkey Island and Pirates of the Caribbean. I think that's some cool inspiration sources, mainly because the costumes they use in Pirates of the Caribbean are just really nice. I think they're really well made, and I also believe that that the way they convey the characters through their costumes are pretty nice. The costumes fits their personalities in some way, I think. And of course a captain is going to have a captain hat and stuff like that. But I remember the burnings that Captain Jarrow, that Captain Jack had in you see it in the first movie, where you can see which gangs he's a member of in some way. I think that's pretty nice. It's really an ugly looking pirate with the eye patch. And also the pirate beside him, it looks kind of like a gay pirate or something like that. Anyways, you can see that I'm drawing the earrings. I'm thinking about the detail that I can use in my pirate and that I can use for the design. And I really want to try to explore how these things look. The reason why I'm drawing like this is because when you draw, you kind of get another feeling for the design instead of just looking at it. If you just look at the character, you won't really get, you don't know how you can draw it. It's better just to try and draw it, and you will also notice some things that you wouldn't notice if you were just looking at it, in my opinion at least. I find it a great way to explore things. So I don't know yet if he's going to have a gun, or if he's going to have a sword, or if he's going to have both, or how he should look and stuff like that. It's mainly just trying out stuff already. I just want to get a good ground for what I can use. Yeah, and you can see that I'm trying to make a hat again. I think hats are really hard to make on a pirate because it's really hard to just see how it works. And this is some pants and a boot again. So this is Barbossa's hat, and he has the most awesome pirate hat, I think. It's really mean looking, and it's a big round shape behind him. I just love that. Alright, I wanted to try and find a style for it as well, so this is kind of my style guide for the character. I want him to kind of could fit in a miniature environment, and I wanted him to be not that mean looking but still cute, kind of. I mean, he should have some round shape and he should have maybe big eyes and stuff like that, so you can feel with him and that you can kind of feel sympathy with him. I think it's called that. And I think it would be a challenge for me to make something with realistic textures and maybe something that could be in a miniature way. So by the way, these the top picture and with the pirate thing, those that I'm drawing from right now, is a very short TV spot for Nickelodeon made by Mindbender, I think they're called. But it's a really cool short clip, and to just show how nice it can look when you make something look miniature in 3D. I mean, it looks awesome. And the lower pictures are from Artman. They have a show called Shaun the Sheep. It's also a miniature model, and in general I like the Artman designs. I think the round shapes are really funny and they just look adorable when you see them. I mean, who doesn't like this pig? It looks awesome, I mean, and yet so simple. It's really nice. So it's not that I'm trying to steal these designs. I'm just trying to think about what did people do before me, and how can I maybe use the same shape language to improve my own designs. And what can I use from the things made before? I mean, you should try to see what people did right and then use it yourself. Explore and see how you can benefit from what people did in the past. And this picture is from Corpse Bride, a movie by Tim Burton. You probably know it already, but I really like the designs that are made in that movie as well. And I also like the way that they did the hair, because it looks like it's just basic shapes and then with texture on top of them. And maybe I could use that as well for my character. So that's really nice to look at as well. And also, this was made in miniature, so I can kind of see what is possible to make in miniature. How can you make the hands? Can you make the hands okay? How can you make the nose? How can you make the wrinkles in the face? So for me, I think that was a really nice exercise. And I know that when you're making something miniature, all the textures should be bigger. I mean, the wood texture should be big because it is miniature. And that would kind of give it the feel of a miniature set or miniature jacket or something like that. But that's mostly the textures. and you can hear that I'm thinking about the shape and the textures. But I will also get into a thing called contrast later on. I mean, you know what a contrast is, but a way to use it in a concept is really a powerful thing. Yeah, and this is Wallace and Gromit. Ah, they're so cute as well. They have the cutest design, and it's so simple. And you can see that the pig and Wallace are from the same place. I saw that Aardman is actually making a pirate movie now. But I didn't know that when I made these designs. And by the way, I'm showing this is in a faster time than real time. I did the designs a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm just speaking on top of them because I feel like this is the easiest way to do it. And you can see I'm making Gromit now, the dog. And I like that he's kind of in this relationship, he's kind of the smart one. He's the one that keeps track on everything and makes sure no mistakes are made. And the human Wallace is kind of like la 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 la. He doesn't really care about stuff. So he's more not the dumb one, but the more free one. And in real life, the dogs are that way. So I like that that thing. Yeah, these are some dolls from Corpse Bride as well. They have some really nice designs in that movie. Yeah, I like that. So I think that that wraps up part 2. I hope that you can see this is not an advanced step, it's just drawing from the reference, and it's really simple to do. You don't have to spend that much time on doing it. I think I used 20 minutes or an hour or something like that, and it's just a way to kind of feel how you can make these things. It's not that you have to do it this way, but I think it's a good exercise to go through before you really start doing anything else. Also because it warms you up. You get the feeling of drawing again, and you kind of get in mood of drawing. The first drawings I made a day is usually pretty bad drawings. So it's just a nice way to get started and get going. Yeah, so in this tutorial we just learned all that nice stuff to draw from reference. I can't really say that you have to draw in this way and this way, because this video is not about drawing, it's about getting a design out. In the next video we are going to start on thumbnails, and that's going to be really exciting, because then we are going to work on the general shape of the character. So see you in a moment, and thank you for listening.